second split. And you know what map we're playing right now? Kings Canyon.
Why you bully me?
Alright, welcome back guys. It is your boy Creedz, back with another video today. And as you guys can see, you're playing Apex of the Legends. Now I'm not gonna blab on throughout this intro. All I gotta say is, do you want to get better at this game? Yes, I got you. Let's get into it. Okay, so one of the very first things that you guys want to find is find your main in the game. Find someone that you truly enjoy playing as and make sure it matches your playstyle, whether you like to play aggressive, passive, or you like to just step back and just observe what's going on in the battlefield. Try to find your main as fast as possible, and one thing that I would recommend you to do that will help this process faster is to basically play every single legend and see what legend you're feeling. Do the process of elimination. That's gonna help you a lot. So basically just pick every legend in the game, play them, and see which legend you do better with the most. Alright, so this is one thing that I feel like not many people do, and it is mastering every weapon in the game. I feel like everyone always has that go-to loadout that they always will be using in Battle Royale or when it comes to Arena or anything like that. But then, let's say one time or one day you basically hot drop or whatever like that, and you don't get your go-to loadout. You'll probably get maybe what, like, we'll say a wingman that you're not very good with, and possibly like maybe the longbow or anything like that, and you just do cheeks with it. That is actually an issue that I feel like a lot of players have, including with me. Like, I'm still trying to practice the majority of the weapons, or trying to master the majority of the weapons to this day. One thing that I advise you to do, guys, is try to go into the firing range or possibly pubs arena and use the weapon that you're most weak with. So this could be like the wingman, the longbow, the sentinel. Anything that you aren't good with, start using that weapon more than your go-to loadout when it comes to practicing. So in the firing range, you could practice that, or in pubs arena, just only use just the wingman or stuff like that. I promise you that it will help you a lot, especially when you want to be pulling some crazy shit like Asu or Timmy, which will probably never happen, but you know, yeah. Anyways, yeah, let's get into the next one. So this one right here, I feel like a lot of people do know, and especially at the very higher ranks, they already do that like quick. But I feel like in the lower ranks, or just people that are just, you know, still a little bit just getting used to the game, the one thing that I feel like that people have a hard time doing in the lower ranks, or if they're new to the game, is that they loot very slow. Now, that is a big issue when you're playing on maps like Kings Canyon, where it's just third-party city. Like, you're getting bop to bop, just slapped in the ass every single time, and that is not the wave. I'm telling you guys, it's not. Basically, loot faster, get that shield swap in, get that loot. Usually by the time it's like mid-game to end game, you'll have your go-to loadout. So all you really need is some shields, ammo, and maybe some syringes, maybe like 4 to 5 syringes. That's pretty much all you need. So there's no reason for you to be in that box for too long. Like, you need to loot up, move out with your squad, and start rotating early. Like, especially if there's like a minute on the round 2, basically if there's a minute on the clock, as you guys can see to the left, you want to start rotating early so you can get that positioning and basically start bopping kids. You feel me? So yeah, loot faster and yeah, rotate faster. Okay, so we did mention this in basically tip number 3. This is probably the most important thing in the game, and it's positioning. You need to figure out, especially when you start moving up those ranks, or basically if you want to be dropping 20 bombs and everything like that, is you need to figure out what is wrong with your positioning and basically how to get that better positioning in the game. As you can see in this clip, you saw how there was a squad pushing my team. What I decided to do, because I have a G7, I decided to go up the stairs and get that high ground and basically just bop some heads. Now, the one mistake that people do in the game of Apex is that they will push a squad in the wide open, and that is so like, no, you cannot do that. Like, it's just, you 90% of the time you will lose the fight unless you just get lucky and the other squad is just straight booty cheeks. But most of the time that never really goes into your favor. So next time you're in a gunfight, make sure, like, just start thinking, was bopping your head for a little bit, start thinking and be like, all right, is this a fight that I do want to push? It's in the wide open. Is there some cover, like if there's rocks or anything like that, or trees where you could just have cover behind so you don't get your ass beamed? So try to focus and work on that. Work on your positioning. Don't be pushing fights in the wide open. You will lose most of the time. It is just not the wave. So yeah, just try to get better at that. Get better at positioning, either behind a rock or just behind anything that you can get your hands on. This is not Fortnite, so we can't build. So you want to be abusing cover as much as possible, head glitching, doing all that good stuff. Okay, this is more towards people playing ranked, but I know a lot of people do this, and is people like to chase. Like, if there's like basically one person by himself, and this is like if you're playing on Olympus, Worlds, or just any ranked map, if you see like a solo and he's just zooming, usually people will chase, and they will chase him across the map. Now, this has nothing to do with dipping, but I just wanted to talk about this. You probably shouldn't full on chase someone, because usually they will either one lead you to a different squad, and then basically you end up getting your ass whooped, or two, that's pretty much it. You'll probably end up in a situation where you're gonna die and just get that negative 24 RP, or how much RP you're losing, depending on the rank. But another thing too is, like I said, for number 5 is know when to dip, know when to play passive and aggressive. Don't always be pushing every single squad that you see. Sometimes it is okay to just back off and then just play chill and see if you really want to push that squad, or do you just want to move and rotate and find a different squad that that you and your squad should be easily dropping. Because there are some times where you do not have the best position in the game right now, and like, let's say you're low ground and they're high ground, you don't have to push that squad. You can just find a different squad or just rotate out of that situation, because 90% of the time you're gonna probably lose that gunfight, and you do not want that happening. You want to be gaining more RP and basically possibly win the game. So yeah, just basically play it smart, play passive, play aggressive, know when to, and yeah. So one of my favorite things to do in this game, and this is like some advice that I would give you guys to get better at gunfights, is start playing more pubs. Start pub stomping. Do some solo duos, some solo trios. I know at first when you do it, it's gonna be frustrating because you're not gonna win the majority of the fights. You'll probably just get jumped. But honestly, I think when you start to play it more, you end up basically just boosting up that IQ and knowing all right, let me push this squad and let me back off this squad, let me knock one, let me bait. You start to think a lot, and it just helps out a lot, especially with your gun skills, because you're versing it's basically a 3 against 1. So you start to get better, and then especially when you're dropping at those hot spots, and you just start just going crazy, just getting like those 10 kills, 11 kills, etc. You start to get really good at fighting, and basically you start to get really good at it to where you can start winning your 1v1s easily when it comes to rank play. So yeah, start doing that. Get used to those solo duos and trios. Just keep practicing on that, practice on pubs, and yeah, it will really come in handy when you're playing ranked. It will come in clutch. You'll be dropping mad heads easily. But yeah, as a further ado, guys, that is the last tip that I have here with you guys. And I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. And yeah, sorry for not uploading. It's been a while that I've uploaded. It's like what, 2 weeks or something like that. My fault. I've been really busy. But anyways, yeah, hope you guys did enjoy this and hope you guys found the tips really useful. Yeah, and if you guys want me to do this more, just drop down in the comments and I will gladly do this again. Possibly do maybe like a go-to loadout that you should be using in rank and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out and bye.
Listen.